Two great pop records in 1 week. Pretty bad time to be someone who performatively hates pop music on the internet. Let me recommend you the new Robyn album, Sexistential. Swedish pop sensation Robyn is one of those canonical artists who has never been nearly as big or acclaimed in America as she deserves to be. If you are American, like me, you probably are familiar with her masterpiece song Dancing on My Own, which was so good that even a few American publications had to call it the best song of the entire 2010s. But she has a decades-long discography of great music in her catalog. Have you ever heard of a little song called Be Mine? Come on. And this record, Body Talk, which contains Dancing on My Own, also has several masterpieces like Call Your Girlfriend and Stars Forever. I even liked Robyn's last record, Honey, a good bit. So I think everyone should be listening to a little bit more Robyn. I just want to make that clear. And recently, I have been listening to a lot of Robyn. Last year, she wowed me with this record's lead single, Dopamine, and then followed it up this year with Talk to Me, another song that I really liked, and the really sentimental remake of her old track, Blow My Mind. But pretty much all of the discourse surrounding this record has to do with its title track, which sees Robyn grappling with her sexuality in a way that is extremely earnest for a woman of her age, very transparent and a little bit cringy. And I'll be the first one to admit it's not one of my favorite songs on the record, all things considered, but I also think it is really refreshing and kind of empowering to see her at this point in her career taking the reins of her art and her artistry and her sexuality and doing it in a way that feels authentic. I think it could be a lot worse if she had tried to do this like a pop star 30 years younger than her would. And those tracks actually take up like half of this record. It is under 30 minutes long. I want to real quickly highlight some deep cuts I enjoy, like the, again, super earnest Sucker for Love, and the great closing track, Into the Sun. It is a scant track list, and one who, admittedly's intro track, I'm not head over heels for, but by and large, I think this is another pretty good pop outing from Robyn. For that reason, I gotta hit this thing with an 8. I just continue to be amazed by her ability to conjure authenticity and transform it into vibrant, emotional dance pop. She is always head and shoulders above so many of her peers, and it's no wonder that she's such a goddamn legend decades into her career like this. So if you're new to Robyn because she doesn't release that often, this is the worst place to start, and I hope that you listen to it and then decide to go back and check out everything else, because she's underrated. Tell me down there in the comments what you thought about Sexistential.